Hello, everyone. I think it has become a common theme these days that we are listening to Shunno again and again, just because it is one of our favorite bands from
Just
Bangladesh.
because.
Just because, yeah, can't put it in another way. Um, this time we are listening to their rendition of Khachar Bhetor Ochin Pakhi. We listened to this track from Bass Baba and Ishtiaq. We loved it. I think you guys might have watched our video. But I wanted to listen this track with Haris and all of you and discuss about it. That's why we picked it today. So let's jump to it and then we talk about it.
That's right. Three, two, one, play.
খাঁচার ভেতর অচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভেতর অচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় তারে ধরতে পারলে মনো বেরি ধরতে পারলে মনো বেরি দিতাম পাখির পায় কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভেতর
I love the tal of
পাখি
this track, the execution of the tal.
আসে যায়
I love the bass work throughout this particular song.
আট কুঠুরি নয় দরজাটা মধ্যে মধ্যে ছড়ে কাকাটা আট
Notice when he goes really high at one place and it feels like he has reached his limits.
মধ্যে মধ্যে
That will come.
ছড়ে কাকাটা দারু পরে সদর কোঠা দারু পরে সদর কোঠা আয়না মহলতায় কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভেতর অচিন পাখি কেমনে
Here.
আসে যায়
The way he said Pakhi.
Also, he was far away from the mic because he was pretty much shouting.
কপালের ফের নইলে কি আর পাখি ফিরে মন ব্যবহার কপালের ফের নইলে কি আর পাখি ফিরে মন ব্যবহার খাঁচা ভেঙে পাখি আমার খাঁচা ভেঙে পাখি আমার কোনখানে পালায় কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার
I love the backing vocals.
অচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় তুই রইলি খাঁচার আশে খাঁচা যেত কাঁচা বাসে মন তুই রইলি খাঁচার আশে খাঁচা যেত কাঁচা বাসে কোন দিন খাঁচা পড়বে খসে কোন দিন খাঁচা পড়বে খসে ফকির লালন কেঁদে কয় কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভেতর অচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায়
Brilliant.
খাঁচার ভেতর অচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায়
Okay. So if someone can tell us what is the meaning of Shunno, first of all, I've always wondered. So what are the origin of this particular name? But yeah. So how did you? Why did you pick this one?
Because I like this rendition more than the one that we heard from Ishtiaq.
From Ishtiaq and Bez Baba.
Bez Baba. Nothing taking away from them, of course.
Mhm.
It was an absolute beautiful version. But I like this rendition because mainly because of the vocalist. I would explain why. Um, if I listen to Ishtiaq's version and if I listen to Shunno's version, Emil's voice through the usual verse had that sense of reflection, a sense of contemplation, pondering. I would say
Mm-hmm.
certain restlessness, or not restlessness, but he's trying to raise question. His voice shows that, I felt. Um, Ishtiaq, on other hand, I felt was a bit on the higher scale since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But if you listen to Emil's version, he is mellow in the beginning and he has slightly laid back cadence, um, probably adding more depth in my opinion, because when we reacted to that video, many of our viewers, they educated us about the message that the song is trying to communicate. I'm not going to go through the message again, but Emil's voice or Emil's cadence, I would say, suited the lyrics more, in my opinion. And I think you said during the track that when he is going high, it kind of feels that he has reached his limit on certain occasions. But I personally liked it because we always talked about the texture of his voice and KK's voice, and I felt that he was intentionally doing that raspy voice during the
Yeah.
higher notes. I felt that, and I love that. The raspy texture that he brought, I haven't heard Emil doing that in any other track when he was going on the higher notes. And it was, I think, his initial years. The band itself was relatively new, but I really liked that raw texture, going high, putting it all out, just screaming out, as you would put it, on some occasions. And the shifts in his scale, in his voice, are, some would say it's jarring, but for me it
No.
felt
No.
it felt really
Not with Emil.
not with Emil. It
That
was
can't happen with Emil.
it was completely in control, and I just love the entire shift in scale. Also, I want to talk about a bit the second most wonderful thing about this track, the solo. I felt conveyed that the emotion of uneasiness, the restlessness that the person was going through while asking
The
those
inevitability, yeah.
questions. Yeah, yeah. and it reflected in the guitar solo for me, and I felt that. I simply felt that. Yeah.
So the first guitar solo didn't work for me. Like I was wondering why is it there. The
Yeah.
second guitar solo actually worked. It actually meant something. Actually felt it belonged. The first one was like I don't know. I will listen to it again, but yeah, it felt out of place.
Hmm.
Yeah, about Emel's, I was actually very surprised that I felt that he's reaching his range. You know, it's not like it's something that I didn't like. It actually was super nice seeing Amil doing that. You know,
Hmm.
but it felt like just something that I noticed because I don't remember we have seen Emil going that high
No,
before.
no.
But yeah, the way it was done, uh, the song demanded it, for sure, for sure, right? Um, in terms of when you mentioned that this version, this rendition versus the Ishtiaq's rendition, I also feel that this was done slightly differently. It was emoted differently. Although my favorite one still is the one done by Natya. I think that the way she has delivered it captures the teaching, the philosophy,
The
the
philosophy
best.
itself.
The philosophy, the best. Yeah, her delivery, her voice captures it the best. I hope that we someday listen to it together as well. But yeah, I felt that it was very very different from the Ishtiaq's version.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Overall, Emil, it's Emil's magic again.
Most of the
I
time.
would have loved the philosophy that this particular lyrics versus teaching demand. I again, if the thing with philosophy, the thing with any art is that people perceive it differently. You can take out whatever you can take out of it, and it could be very different from the other person. I felt that this could have been more warmer. They always employ keys very very well,
Mm.
and that could have worked better. The vi- the one reason that I like Nanditura's version is it's done with only acoustic guitars,
Acoustic guitar, yeah. Hmm.
and it has that warmth for me, at least for my consumption.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
All right, interesting take. I think that this version, for me personally, resonates more in terms of messaging as well. Although you are correct that if you add certain elements, maybe I
Hmm.
might be completely wrong. But for instance, the use of strings a bit.
Yeah, I
And
mean the
so
thing is, we can talk about would have,
what?
could have, should have.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
what would have happened if they had flute? What could
yeah.
have happened if they had a whole
Absolutely.
string section?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can wonder all day
All
long.
those things. Yeah. But yeah, I still feel that it has the right tonality
Hmm.
throughout, right from the start till the end, till the outro. It had that approach towards the philosophy done right, in my opinion. But interesting take. I would leave it for our audience to discuss further which version do they like most. I think there have been plenty of renditions of this poetry,
A lot.
a lot. So hopefully we'll get to listen to a few more and let us know which rendition is your favorite personally, and we'll try to someday listen to it together. Until next time, take care. Goodbye.
Bye bye.